So those sunscreens that were acting kind of like window glass in the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s before we got the broad spectrum sunscreens, they're blocking the UVB, so you weren't going to ever burn. And that's what SPF actually measures, is how many more times you can be out in the sun without burning. So if you got, but it's based totally on UVB. So if you got SPF 30, in theory, you can spend 30 times as long outside before you start to burn. That's a long time, right? But all that time, UVA is just pouring into you, and they now know that UVA is the one that probably is most likely to cause melanoma.
Oh, that's crazy.
In 2018, science writer Rowan Jacobsen published a viral article asking a dangerous question. Is sunscreen the new margarine? Just like we replaced butter with hydrogenated oils only to find they cause heart disease, we might have replaced healthy sun exposure with chemical blocks that lead to a different kind of cancer. Here is how window glass explains the paradox.
Because window glass blocks UVB, but not UVA. And there's two different wavelengths of UV. The UVB is the super high energy one. UVA is a little bit lower. It's kind of on the way to blue. And they used to think back in the day that UVB was the only one that caused skin cancer. And those old sunscreens that we used in the 70s and 80s only blocked UVB. Window glass blocks UVB, blocks only part of the UVA. So anytime you're driving or you're hanging out in a window in your house, you're getting a bunch of UVA. You're not going to burn because UVB is the one that causes burning. But you're still going to get a bunch of UVA, which they figured out, like in the 90s, does cause skin cancer.
Oh, wow.
So
sun through the windows.
Sun through the windows
is not as good as sun outside.
It blocks the UVB, but the UVA comes through, but you'll never have a burn reaction because of it.
But
so,
you might be getting damaged.
Yeah, and so like in the U.S., people get slightly higher rates of skin cancer on the left side of their body. In the UK, they get slightly higher rates of skin cancer on the right side of the body.
Aha! Because they drive on the opposite side of the road.
Side. Yeah. So window glass is
slightly.
It's like 52-48. It's not huge.
Okay, but it's statistically significant.
Statistically significant. Yeah.
But blocking UVB is only half the problem. In the US, clear chemical sprays became a multi-billion-dollar convenience. But unlike physical zinc blocks, these chemicals don't just sit on your skin, they enter your bloodstream. Here is what the FDA and CDC actually found in their studies.
Yeah.
But it's very effective. But I'm always like super hesitant. I'm like, what's in that stuff that we're going to find out 15, 20 years from now? Like if it can block the sun, so it's a chemical, and you're spraying this chemical on an organ, which is your skin.
Yeah.
So your skin's absorbing it. I'm like, what's going on there?
And they used to say, oh, no, it's not absorbed very much. And then the FDA, CDC did studies a few years ago and discovered that it's absorbed at very large amounts. Like
yes.
It turns up at high doses or higher doses than they would like it to in blood, breast milk, urine, you name it.
And what
shows
specifically turns up and what's dangerous about it?
So they're suspected to be hormone disruptors, all those classic chemical filters like oxybenzone.
So why are Americans stuck using chemical sprays that absorb into breast milk while Europeans use advanced non-toxic UV blocks? The answer is a regulatory loophole from 1938. Because the FDA treats sunscreen as an over-the-counter drug, approving a new ingredient requires millions in animal testing. Here is the bureaucratic loop that keeps US sunscreens a generation behind.
Like basically, US sunscreens are a generation behind everyone else because in the US, sunscreens are regulated as over-the-counter drugs. Bemotrizinol, yeah.
Bemotrizinol, highly effective broad-spectrum UV filtered blocks both UVA and UVB, approved by FDA as an over-the-counter sunscreen ingredient in June of 2026. Oh, wow. So this month.
It just happened, yeah.
Celebrated for being highly photostable, doesn't break down the sun, transparent on the skin without leaving a white cast, and gentle on sensitive skin. So this is RFK Jr. stuff.
Yeah, this one looks really good.
So this other stuff that has been in there, why didn't it get examined if Europe and Asia and all these other places were using these different safer versions?
Yeah, they all bailed on it long ago because it was all we had. And
God damn it. That drives me crazy.
If a regulatory system forces you to choose between hormone disruptors and skin cancer, the system isn't protecting your health, it's protecting its own paperwork. And that's the part they don't put in the headline.